well, today we have concluded this trial proceeding और आज ये था क्वांटम ऑफ पनिशमेंट के ऊपर में सेंटेंस हियरिंग था. तो एज ए स्पेशल पब्लिक प्रोसिक्यूटर रिप्रेजेंटिंग द स्टेट and also on behalf of the public at large, I have strongly prayed before the honorable court that with respect to main accused Yumken Bagra, that the highest punishment prescribed in the act, that is death sentence, be awarded. That is what my prayer was before the honorable court. And for rest of the accused, I have prayed for life imprisonment for accused number 4, that is a Hindi teacher Marwam Yondir. And for Singtung Yorpen, I have prayed before the court that I have no objection if he is sentenced to a minimum imprisonment, because the extent of role is limited. That was my prayer.
During the court proceedings, one of the prosecutor has said that this will be if there is a sentence, or if there is so this will be one of the rarest of the rare case in terms of this one committing the crime, because usually what happens is that when someone gives a death penalty, they gives for murder and then rape, but this is terming it as a cold-blooded murder. So what do you have to say on this, sir?
Yes, exactly. Generally what happens is that in cases which comes under the category of rarest of rare case, where death punishment is awarded, the rape is usually followed by any gruesome murder. But in our case, there is no murder. But then the condition and circumstance of the case is such that it is no less than a murder. Because the victims, there are multiple victims, at about 21 victims, and they have been sexually assaulted for a period of 4 years. So definitely this is no less than a murder. So and it definitely comes under the category of rarest of the rare case.
Sir,
The defense, as the accused has been convicted already, so their prayer was limited that some leniency should be shown. They have prayed that the accused, they have family to support, they have minor children. So on that ground, they have sought for some leniency from the honorable court. Well, you know that in this case, almost there are 21 victims and so many witnesses. And as per the time frame and prescribed guidelines, we have to complete this whole trial process within a year. And it was practically almost impossible. However, the honorable court and with the help of the prosecution, we have tried our best and to expedite the trial. At the same time, we have given ample opportunity to the defense counsel also to place their case. So there were certain difficulties preparing for the final argument and while cross-examining the witnesses and victims. So after all that ends well.
Sir, awareness given to the children, or better inspection was done in daily or month-wise by the education department. What do you think about this, sir?
Of course, from this case, every stakeholders, right from the investigation agency, to the school authorities and other NGOs, they should learn from this case that if at the right time, if awareness was provided to the victims, and especially in respect to this Karo school, if a female warden was appointed, I don't think the case could have been so aggravated. So these things the administration should also bear in mind in future.
Sir, the main perpetrator, but they have been booked under this case under Section 17, if I'm not wrong, under POCSO, that if the same judgment that will be passed to Yumken Bagra, same punishment which will be given to Yumken Bagra, the same punishment will be given to Marwam Momdir and Singtung Yorpen as well. Sir, so since they didn't complain this incident to the higher authorities, is this one of an examples if something is happening in a school or in an education system or in an office, but they have failed to report to the higher authorities, is this severity of punishments?
Yes, through your this channel and to this platform, let all the public know that the POCSO Act the section 17, that is abatement, and section 21, particularly section 21, which speaks about non-reporting of the case. In this case, the accused number 5, who is a ex-headmaster, his role was to the extent that he had a prior knowledge, but still he had not reported the matter. Only because of that, he has been booked under section 17 and 21. And as per the prescribed act law, the sentence is, because they stand in the same footing, therefore if they are convicted under section 17, the punishment is almost same as that of the main accused. However, considering the extent of their role, honorable court may show some leniency. There is for the court to do that.
Tomorrow is the final.
Pray, and I personally believe that such perpetrators, offenders should be, I think, should be given a capital punishment, no less than a capital punishment, a deterrent punishment, and a strong message should be sent to the society at large. So that is what I have prayed, and I hope so.
Thank you, sir.
Sir,